Does God still love you if you're an obese person? The short answer is yes. I think the real question here should be, what am I doing with the things that God has entrusted to me? Like my family, my health, my children, my job. What am I doing with the things that God has given me? So that should be the real question. Like, if my body is not a reflection of how grateful I am for God giving me this body, so I'm actually honoring God with the things that I'm doing. And sometimes we are controlled by the food that we eat, and we let the food to be pretty much our God because we are controlled by it. And that's something that we have to be very careful, because sometimes in churches we think, oh yeah, we can be eating, and sometimes we see our pastor to be a little bit overweight, and we think that's normal, and we don't want to do anything about it. We don't try to have a better diet. We don't actually try to work out a little bit more or move more because it's comfortable, and then we think, oh yeah, God still loves me if I'm this way. So, and I think that's a very mediocre to approach to God and say, oh yeah, you still love me because yeah, there is nothing that can separate you from His love. But it's the question should be, how am I responding to that love that you have given me, that is actually unmeasurable. So, and this is very important, because if you're not healthy, if you don't have a healthy lifestyle, and if your fitness is not on point and on check, there are so many things that you're gonna be missing out that God wants you to achieve on this earth. God has a plan for humanity. He created every single human being, and you are a very important part of God's plan for this time. So if you are not taking care of yourself, of your health, there are so many things God won't be able to do through you because the limitations you put into yourself. God gave us the free will to make choices. So when we actually choose not to have a healthy lifestyle, there are so many things that God won't be able to move you and to push you because your health issues. And that doesn't mean that there is anything impossible to God or God cannot do it. It's just that we are not allowing God to work through us just because the bad choices we're making. So, and that's one of the reasons that I want to help you out. If you're someone that is struggling with obesity, eating disorder, and like don't know what to eat and what type of food to eat, because I know it is hard. We've been bombarded with so many different type of food, and everyone is just talking about what was the bad stuff about food, and like it gets to a point that you don't even know if the good food is actually good and the bad food is actually bad. So, and I keep it simple. Who created you and who created the food? Eat the food that God created. Eat the meat, eat the the eggs, the milk, the rice. If you are someone that is struggling with obesity and need help with a workout program and help with your diet, leave me a comment. I will be more than happy to help you out. You don't have to do it alone. This is why the barrier crisis is here. We can help each other and everything. I'm more than happy to help you out and serve you. So you don't have to do it alone. Reach out. I'm more than